Remember last day? Okay. Look, remember I told you about the mitochondria DNA, right? Told y'all about that. But before I start, let's do it like this. Let's do the prayer. I want to give thanks to the Great Mother, the seven ancestors of creation, the archangels, the angels, and the I ask for protection and guidance for those that are striving for righteousness, including yours truly, to be protected by those that are claiming to be righteous, but they are actually wolves in sheep's clothing. And most of all, I want to say thank you for always being that guiding light, even though you created the dark. Thank you for creating that guiding light to bring forth the many blessings upon us. And please, I want to say thank you, most definitely, for another day of living and seeing the sunshine again. And also, I want to say, please, I want to give and ask all blessings to those that are striving for righteousness, Great Mother, all ancestral spirits, and so on. I love all of y'all. Ashe, Ayah, Bobo. Let's get started. All right. So, I've got to give a shout out to Dr. Malachi York. I also want to give a shout out to Dan Calloway. Okay, um, brother Dan Calloway had posted up a video I think a couple days ago, if not like a couple hours ago. Shout out to them. Shout out to Dr. Malachi York. Shout out to Dan Calloway. Shout out to many others that's on this journey. There's a video that I wanted to share dealing with the mitochondria. A couple videos, matter of fact. It's gonna be real quick. And it's been really confirmation about who the so-called black woman is on this planet. I've been trying to tell everybody that the so-called black woman is connected to the planet and that she has the God gene or the Eve gene. And everybody needs to know this. So I'm gonna share these two videos with you. This is a quick live. I'm not gonna be on here long, but I feel like this information needs to be shown. And for everybody else, this is something that's a learning situation. The truth need to come out even more every day, all day, so everybody can know what the hell is going on. Okay. So I'm about to play the videos. Peace. How you doing, Megan? How you doing, Megan Brown? So, I'm going to go ahead and show the videos. So please bear with me. It's two I'm gonna show, and then after that, I talk a little bit about what I was talking about with the woman being connected to this particular planet, the black woman that is, so everybody can know. Okay. Peace. Give me a second. Okay, you see, this is where I get this from. Shout out to them. Okay, I'm gonna put it from the beginning.
Did you know, scientifically, the black woman is the only organism that possesses the mitochondrial DNA that has all the variations possible for all kinds of human beings? When the DNA of a black woman mutates, all other types of human beings come about. That's the Eve gene, and is only found in black women. The MT-MRCA is the common ancestor of all mitochondrial haplogroups and is located at the divergence of the macrohaplogroup L
into LO and L1-6.
All humans, regardless of race, which is a social construct, can trace their ancestry to a black woman from the southern Africa who walked this earth over 100,000 years ago. Today, scientists call her mitochondrial Eve, and her DNA can be found in black women today. Kenyan-Mexican actress Lupita Nyong'o discovered she has the mitochondrial Eve gene during the Finding Your Roots TV show on PBS with Henry Louis Gates Jr.
Lupita is quoted as having said,
"Last year, I tested my ancestry with a black-owned company called African Ancestry. I highly recommend this, since this company does not sell your DNA, unlike the other ones."
And she is not the only one. There are many black women in the world today who have the mitochondrial DNA, the Eve gene. Women like Akua Page. She's quoted as having said,
"Now I Ukua Page, am Gullah Geechee. I am the descendant of Africans who were enslaved and fought back against slavery on plantations in South Carolina, North Carolina, Georgia, and Florida. But being Gullah Geechee doesn't tell me where exactly my people were kidnapped from. And I am one of many American-born Africans who are still trying to find the plantations my people were enslaved on. One of many displaced Africans who are still trying to reconnect from the villages and empires that we were stolen from. I, like many other American-born Africans, still carry the last name of a plantation owner, Page. But I know Page is not where my lineage and history starts. Frustrated with the lack of information from direct family members, I tested my DNA, and from there I found the hidden roots of my family tree. She goes on to say, according to the results, I too, just like Lupita, possesses the mitochondrial Eve gene. My results determine that I belong to the haplogroup L1C1 with 100% ethnicity matching the Bedzan people of modern-day Cameroon, also known as Tikar. Other Gullah Geechee women may find similar results since haplogroup L1 is commonly found in people from West and Central Africa. But what does all this information mean? The mitochondrial Eve gene teaches us that we are all connected, regardless of race. It also teaches us that Africa is the origin of humanity and civilization, starting with black women. Sister Soldier said in her viral State of War speech, if Africa is the origin of civilization, then is it not through my womb in which everything exists? If everything exists because of an African womb, then does it not stand to reason that you respect, honor, love, and protect that particular species? Meditate on that.
Yes, this beautiful black woman is the creator of all humans on earth. She comes directly from the source. So we don't buy into the gender wars, not on this channel. We appreciate and we pay homage to the black woman. And she changes her name. She changes her home. She leaves her family. She moves in with you. She builds a home for you. She gets pregnant for you. Pregnancy changes her body. But not only that, even the children that she delivers bears your name. Till the day she dies, everything she does, cooking, cleaning your house, taking care of your parents, bringing up your children, earning, advising you, ensuring you can be relaxed, maintaining all your family relationships, everything that benefits you, sometimes at the cost of her own health, hobbies, and beauty. To heal a woman is truly to heal a nation. In order for us to heal our nation from all the isms, racism, sexism, etc., then we need to start by centering black women on mitochondrial Eve.
All right. I ain't gonna play all of that, but I wanted y'all to hear that part. Now, I'm about to go ahead to confirm even more. Okay? So pay attention to this. I'm letting y'all know everything I said about the so-called black woman being connected to this planet and so on is all coming to this video that I'm about to post up right now. This is where I got this video when I was watching Dane Calloway, and I found it on TikTok. I want y'all to pay attention. All right.
To tell y'all.
All right, racists, let's talk about the truth. There is so much discourse lately about who is native and who is indigenous, and even the nerve to bring up who is the architect of soul food. And what everyone needs to understand is that black people are the earth. Black people are the only unmutated humanity. They told you humans came from Africa like it was a migration story, but that's not the truth. The truth is, Africa is the first face of the earth. And blackness is the source of all biology. Everyone else? Genetic drift, mutational echo, survival glitches adapted to ice and exile. Let's talk origins. The black woman is the womb of the world. Forget the Eve in the garden story. That was a stolen metaphor. The real Eve lives in the woman's mitochondria. And not just any women. Melanin-rich, thick-hipped, thick-lipped, and copper-toned. Elegant, poised, literally perfect, planet-rooted black women. White women don't carry the full ancestral genome. Asian, Mexican, and Native women only carry fragments. Black women carry the total code. She doesn't reproduce diversity. She births the whole species. When small African offshoot groups migrated north, they weren't evolving. They were mutating, adapting to survival, not thriving. That's where lighter skin, narrow nostrils, reduced melanin, and behavioral changes began. All signs of environmental stress, not superiority. You don't get white by evolving. You get white by forgetting the sun. And that forgetting is not advancement. It's progression. The white genome contains 1 to 4% Neanderthal DNA. Let me repeat, they didn't just descend from humans. They were cavemen. Black people had 0 Neanderthal admixture. That's not a joke. That's biology. Black people are the originals. Non-black people are the remix. The problem is, the remix decided to express its evil nature by attempting to erase the original track. Let's talk indigenous. The term indigenous was invented by settlers to decide who was native enough to be managed, named, and displaced. But indigenous is a political term, not a genetic one. And political terms can't overwrite blood memory. Being first on the continent does not make you first on the planet. However, black people being first on the planet means they are first on every continent. The black genome is Earth's source code. Everyone else is just running a copy of their biological operating system. The war against black genetics is a war against humanity. Melanin isn't pigment, it's the processor. It's the molecule that translates solar energy into life. Plants have it, animals have it, humans need it. Black people have the highest concentration of it, which means black people don't just live on Earth, they translate it. They are not just a race, they are the root species. Black isn't a color, it's the motherboard. Every other group, adaptations, mutations, and mistakes. This isn't supremacy. This is truth. Black people didn't come from Africa. Africa came from black people.
Living a dream, living the...
All right. That being said, that's what I had to tell you. Everything I said about who the black women are, so-called black women are on this planet, he confirmed it, and it was also confirmed by another video. Now, that's why I said this planet is based upon her. And also not just her, but also the men too. And everything there with the melanin on the planet, everything needs it. We have to keep that in mind, that she holds the mitochondria DNA. And also, I'm doing a video to show about who Tiamat is tomorrow. So therefore, all the stuff dealing with the dragons and everything, Tiamat herself went from, she created all these different species too. I'll get into that another time on the video tomorrow so you can see for yourself. Now, the whole thing is, I told y'all that the so-called black woman has the mitochondria DNA. Both of these videos confirmed it. And then I also said that the sisters and the brothers, but mainly the sisters, is connected to this planet. And I said repeatedly, by the planet being off its axis because of the woman being off the axis right now. I didn't say all of them, but a lot of them has been off the axis. And I also mentioned how, because of what Rod Hayes broke down about the whole thing dealing with the twerking too, and what did that brought forth, and how did the women actually bring forth natural disasters when they put their feet down in nature and asked Gaia for permission to do that. And when she gave them the permission, they started twerking, and when they started twerking, they started creating natural disasters. It started creating tsunamis, earthquakes, and so on. This is the truth that I've been trying to explain to y'all, not just from a physical standpoint, from a spiritual standpoint. So now you know. That's all I really wanted to say to y'all, so y'all can see I'm not making this stuff up. Now, I want to give a shout out to Dan Calloway, Dr. Malachi York, Dr. Delbert Blair. The list goes on, even down to Dr. Phil Valentine, who has a book called The Wounded Womb. I mean, the list goes on. All I'm on here is to help people really start thinking and seeing how things really are and how everything has an origin, okay? And let everybody know what's really going on in the planet, because Gaia is a living organism. Or may I say Tiamat, or even say the name Kai, okay? So I really wanted to share this with y'all real quick and brief. I'm not worried about no trolling right now. That this information need to get out there. This information really need to get out there. You know what I'm saying? And I know I'm not the only one saying it, but it needs to get put out there now. That's where I stand. And I told y'all repeatedly, I know who sent me here spiritually, and all I'm doing is doing the work and trying to prove to y'all and show to y'all so y'all can finally wake up. That's all I'm here to do. I'm not here to be nobody's leader or any of that. I just want y'all to wake up and realize what time it is, because this planet is talking. You feel me? That's pretty much it. But I want to say hi to everybody that came on here. Peace to everybody that came on here. I ain't worrying about the daggone comments, whatever in the chat right now. This information need to get put out there. Point blank, period. And that's what I wanted to share with y'all. If you missed anything, you can go back to the video. You know what I'm saying? Play the whole thing, because I said I wasn't going to be here on here long. Because the simple fact is, my whole goal, and also what I did the other day, I did a whole hour and some. But I said I needed to put this video out here. I needed to do this live so y'all can be informed. Okay. On that note, I want to say thank y'all for watching. And it's your boy Nega Dezo. I'm out of here. Love, peace, light, darkness, supreme balance. The yin and yang, which is the masculine and feminine as unison. And I want to let y'all know I appreciate you for watching. I love y'all for watching. I'm here if y'all need me. You know, that's all I can tell you. Oh, shoot. Otherwise, y'all, keep it moving. Keep it positive. Show love and appreciation to those, you know what I'm saying, that brought greatness in your life. And don't forget where you come from. Okay? All right, y'all. Peace.